decision by Macron yesterday is really difficult not to now say what is going to happen. I mean, in our analysis, we said that the likelihood that maybe the next government might not be as inclined to follow the EU fiscal rules is there. So we have to watch closely and see what the 2 rounds of elections will bring and whether, so to speak, tail risks will play out or not.
How do you explain the rise of Marine Le Pen? What did voters respond to?
I guess often it is domestic policy issues, while European elections in the end would be about European policy issues where you have the EU competences in fields like trade and competition law. But in the end, it is often domestic policy issues that take center stage as voters want to punish the incumbent. And we have seen slightly similar results in Germany, where I'm sitting today, where also Scholz's key party, or main Scholz's party, the SPD, the Social Democrats, have seen their approval rates fall. But there's a big caveat for Germany, or a big point to make here, that this is not going to have any impact on government stability here in Germany. Very much difficult to what we have seen in France yesterday.
And of course, so many moving parts here, Marion, so we really have to wait and watch to see how all of this unfolds to get a better sense of the impact for markets, investors, economies, and of course, country leadership. But let's expand the conversation here, because markets are also now looking at the prospects of von der Leyen 2.0. What do you expect her to be, what do you expect her to prioritize as she looks to take on another term here?
Yes, since the European system is always this 2-stage system where now first you have the European Parliament being elected, and then you have the EU heads of state endorsing a candidate, and then the European Parliament again voting on this candidate. And as of yesterday, since we have seen that Ursula von der Leyen's party, the EPP, has seen strong gains, and she is it's the strongest party in the new Parliament, so there's a high likelihood that she would be nominated by the EU heads of state on June 27, 28, and then potentially on July 18 to be then voted on by Parliament. So as we say that Ursula von der Leyen now has high chances of having a second term. What are the priorities, you were asking? So we have seen a draft strategic agenda and her campaign, and this is mainly to be centered around 3 priorities. So first of all, we have integrating European defense, so focus on defense and security. Then we have boosting competitiveness and EU enlargement, with, so to speak, Ukraine coming to mind here. But the big missing link of all of those 3 priorities is still how to finance them. And so there are 2 options on the table, which would be, first of all, enlarging the EU budget, but it would mean that EU member states would have to pay more contributions, or it would be common funding. So this is the key questions, I think, that will be discussed in the coming month.